The year is 1588, a pivotal moment in European history. King Philip II of Spain, a staunch Catholic ruler, harbors grand ambitions for his empire. His influence and power cast a formidable shadow over Europe, instilling both fear and respect. Determined to expand his dominion, he sets in motion a plan bold and ambitious: the invasion of England. His weapon of choice? The mighty Spanish Armada, a fleet of warships unmatched in size and power, designed to dominate the seas. This armada, a symbol of Spanish might and divine favor, sets sail with a mission ordained by God: to overthrow Queen Elizabeth I, a Protestant monarch, and return England to the Catholic fold. England, however, stands defiant, ready to defend its sovereignty. Queen Elizabeth I, known for her cunning and resolve, rallies her nation with stirring speeches and strategic acumen. The English people, united by a common cause, prepare to defend their homeland with unwavering determination. The stage is set for a clash of titans, a conflict that will determine the fate of nations and reshape the course of history. This impending clash between Spain, the dominant Catholic power, and England, a rising Protestant nation, is about more than just religion. It is a struggle for dominance, a contest for control of the seas, and a battle for the future of Europe. The Spanish Armada, laden with the expectations of a nation and the ambitions of a king, sails towards England, unaware of the trials and tribulations that await. The winds of fate are unpredictable, and the seas hold many secrets. As the Armada advances, the world watches with bated breath, knowing that the outcome of this monumental endeavor will echo through the annals of history, shaping the destiny of Europe for generations to come. The Spanish Armada, despite its imposing presence, is hampered by strategic miscalculations from the outset. The grand vision of King Philip II, though ambitious, is marred by a series of critical errors that would ultimately lead to its downfall. King Philip II, operating from distant Spain, fails to fully grasp the challenges of this ambitious invasion. His advisors, though well-meaning, are unable to convey the complexities and the real-time difficulties faced by the fleet. The plan, overly complex and reliant on coordination across vast distances, is plagued by logistical nightmares. Supplies run low, and the sheer scale of the operation makes it difficult to maintain order and efficiency. Communication between Spain and the Armada proves difficult, hindering the Spanish ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Messages are delayed, and crucial decisions are made without the latest information. A critical error in judgment compounds these logistical issues. The leadership, divided and often at odds, struggles to present a unified front. The Spanish plan hinges on rendezvousing with the Duke of Parma's army in Flanders, now part of modern-day Belgium and France. This crucial meeting is intended to bolster the Armada's strength and ensure a successful invasion. This army, intended to augment the invasion force, is bottled up by the vigilant Dutch fleet. The Dutch, aware of the Spanish plans, effectively block the Duke of Parma's forces from joining the Armada. The Armada, arriving in English waters without its crucial reinforcements, finds itself at a strategic disadvantage, its strength diminished. The lack of reinforcements leaves the fleet vulnerable and unable to execute its original plan. Furthermore, the Spanish make a critical miscalculation regarding the English ships and sailors. They underestimate the agility and firepower of the English fleet. The English, with their smaller and more maneuverable ships, are able to outflank and outgun the larger Spanish galleons. The English ships, smaller and more maneuverable, prove to be formidable opponents in the hands of skilled English sailors. Their ability to quickly adapt to the changing conditions of battle gives them a significant edge. The Spanish, accustomed to traditional naval tactics, are ill-prepared for the speed and agility of the English fleet. Their larger ships, designed for different kinds of engagements, struggle to keep pace. These strategic blunders, combined with logistical issues and a misjudgment of the enemy's capabilities, set the stage for the Armada's downfall. The once mighty fleet finds itself overwhelmed by the more agile and better prepared English forces. The Spanish, overconfident in their might, find themselves outmaneuvered and outgunned, their grand invasion plan unraveling in the face of English resolve and cunning. The defeat of the Spanish Armada marks a turning point in naval warfare, showcasing the importance of adaptability and strategic foresight. As the Spanish Armada navigates the treacherous English Channel, it encounters a formidable foe, the unpredictable and unforgiving fury of the North Atlantic weather. The Armada, a grand fleet of 130 ships, had set sail with the intention of invading England, but nature had other plans. The English Channel, known for its volatile weather, becomes a battleground where the elements themselves seem to conspire against the Spanish fleet. Powerful gales, whipping up the seas into a frenzy, lash against the formidable Spanish ships. The waves, towering and relentless, crash over the decks, making navigation nearly impossible. The sailors, seasoned though they are, struggle to maintain control as the wind howls and the sea roars. The storms, relentless in their assault, scatter the once imposing formation of the Armada, turning order into chaos. Ships that once sailed in tight formation are now isolated, each battling the elements alone. The cohesion that was the Armada's strength is shattered, leaving each vessel to fend for itself in the tempest. These storms, more than just a natural obstacle, prove to be a turning point in the fate of the Armada. The Spanish fleet, designed for battle, finds itself at the mercy of nature's fury. The once mighty ships are tossed about like toys, their crews struggling to keep them afloat. Many Spanish ships, ill-suited for the rough conditions, sustain damage. The galleons, built for combat rather than endurance, begin to show signs of wear. Hulls are breached, masts are snapped, and sails are torn to shreds. The fleet's ability to fight is severely compromised. The relentless onslaught of wind and waves hinders repairs, further weakening the fleet. Sailors, working tirelessly to mend the damage, find their efforts thwarted by the continuous barrage of the storm. Every attempt to patch a sail or secure a mast is undone by the next wave or gust of wind. The English ships, more accustomed to the volatile waters of the region, weather the storms with greater resilience. Their crews, familiar with the treacherous conditions, manage to keep their vessels intact. The English fleet, though also battered, remains cohesive and ready to fight. The storms also disrupt the Spanish Armada's carefully laid plans. The strategic formations and coordinated maneuvers, essential for their success, are rendered useless. The fleet, now scattered and disorganized, loses its tactical advantage. Communication, already strained, becomes nearly impossible amidst the howling winds and torrential rain. Orders shouted from the decks are lost to the storm, and signals meant to coordinate movements are obscured by the driving rain. The chain of command breaks down, adding to the chaos. Supply lines are disrupted, leaving the Spanish fleet short of essential provisions. Food and fresh water, already in limited supply, become even scarcer. The crew, exhausted and hungry, faces the added challenge of survival in the harsh conditions. The storms, acting in concert with the English defenders, chip away at the Armada's strength, turning a once mighty force into a shadow of its former self. The English, seizing the opportunity, launch attacks on the weakened Spanish ships, further diminishing their numbers and morale. As the storms subside, the Spanish Armada, battered and dispersed, finds itself in a precarious position. The fleet, once a symbol of Spanish naval power, is now a collection of damaged and demoralized ships, struggling to regroup and continue their mission. The relentless assault of nature has taken its toll, leaving the Spanish fleet vulnerable and demoralized. The sailors, once confident in their mission, now face the grim reality of their situation. The fleet's ability to fight and its morale are both severely compromised. The English, having weathered the storm with greater resilience, seized the opportunity to press their advantage, their spirits buoyed by the favor of the wind and waves. The once mighty Spanish Armada, now a shadow of its former self, faces the relentless pursuit of the English fleet, marking a turning point in the naval conflict.